السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله.
إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا. من يهد الله فهو المهتد ومن يضلل فلن تجد له وليا مرشدا. وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله وخيرته من خلقه صلى الله عليه وعلى آله وأصحابه وذرياته ومن اهتدى بهديه واستنى بسنته إلى يوم الدين. قال الله تعالى: يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون. يا أيها الذين آمنوا يا أيها الناس اتقوا ربكم الذي خلقكم من نفس واحدة وخلق منها زوجها وبث منهما رجالا كثيرا ونساء واتقوا الله الذي تساءلون به والأرحام إن الله كان عليكم رقيبا. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله وقولوا قولا سديدا يصلح لكم أعمالكم ويغفر لكم ذنوبكم ومن يطع الله ورسوله فقد فاز فوزا عظيما. أما بعد فإن أصدق الحديث كتاب الله وخير الهدي هدي محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم وشر الأمور محدثاتها فإن كل محدثة بدعة وكل بدعة ضلالة وكل ضلالة في النار. My brothers and sisters in Islam, after giving thanks to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, seeking the help of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, seeking forgiveness from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and seeking refuge in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala from the evil of our own selves. My brothers and sisters in Islam, we send the best of salutations upon His Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, his household, his companions, and all those who follow his footsteps until the day of judgment. Indeed, whoever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guide, no one can misguide. And whoever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala misguide, no one can guide. I bear witness, and you also bear witness, that there is no deity worthy of worship with certainty except Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is his servant and his messenger. My brothers and sisters in Islam, on this special day, I admonish you and myself to fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. As we just recited earlier, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned in Surah Al Imran, "O you who have believed, fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala as he should be feared, and do not die except you are Muslims." My brothers and sisters in Islam, indeed the fear of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the only certain and true way through by which we can attain Jannah. Because Allah mentioned in Surah Al-Ahzab, وَمَنْ يَتَّقُوا اللَّهَ حَقَّ تُقَاتِهِ يَا أَيُّهَا الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا اتَّقُوا اللَّهَ وَقُولُوا قَوْلًا سَدِيدًا يُصْلِحْ لَكُمْ أَعْمَالَكُمْ وَيَغْفِرْ لَكُمْ ذُنُوبَكُمْ وَمَنْ يُطِعِ اللَّهَ وَرَسُولَهُ فَقَدْ فَازَ فَوْزًا عَظِيمًا. Indeed, that great reward is Jannah. And if you fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, inshallah you will attain Jannah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant us Jannah. My brothers and sisters in Islam, today is a special day. Today is a joyous day, and today is a merry-making day. Today is the day of Eid, and as such I say to you all, Eidul Mubarak, Taqabbalallahu minna wa minkum. Brothers and sisters in Islam, it was reported that the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said in a hadith which is authentic. He said, "Inna likulli qawmin Eidun wa haza Eiduna." The Prophet said that indeed for every group of people is a Eid, that is a day of celebration, and this day is our Eid. This 10th of Zulhijjah, this Sunday is also our Eid. This day is the 8th of what? The day of our celebration. My brothers and sisters in Islam, indeed Eid is a very special occasion. Eid is an occasion to mark a season of goodness and consecutive days of mercy, a season or a month of the remembrance of Allah, magnifying and praising Allah, responding to the call of Allah, standing in Arafat in respect of Allah, throwing the jamarat and doing the tawaf in fulfilling the commands of Allah. My brothers and sisters in Islam, these days of mercy in which the messenger of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala inform us that these days righteous deeds are more beloved to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala than in any other days. Today we are thankful and grateful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for two reasons. The first reason is that Alhamdulillah ala ni'matil Islam. First of all, we give thanks to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for the blessings and gifts of Islam. And second one is washuhu dil Eid ibadat tamam. And also give thanks to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for allowing us to witness this Eid after these 10 days of worship. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept it from us. My brothers and sisters in Islam, indeed the day of Eid is a day of glorifying Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Because of that, I invite you to say with me, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, La ilaha illallah, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Walillahil hamd, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, La ilaha illallah, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, وَلِلَّهِ الْحَمْدُ. My brothers and sisters in Islam, let's not forget that today is not just a day of Eid. Today is also a day of sacrifice. The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam mentioned in an authentic hadith, مَا عَمِلَ ابْنُ آدَمَ مِنْ عَمَلٍ يَوْمَ النَّهَرِ أَحَبَّ إِلَى اللَّهِ تَعَالَى مِنْ إِهْرَاقِ الدَّمِ. The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said that the son of Adam does no action on the day of Eid al-Adha that is more beloved to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala than the sacrifice that he's going to do. My brothers and sisters in Islam, this sacrifice, as my Bangladeshi brothers are saying, Qurbani, is a way of getting closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It is a precious gift that we offer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to gain his approval. It is a sign that we are on his path with goodness, not only goodness, but our lives and also our property. My brothers and sisters, this Qurbani that we are doing is a sign that we follow Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's command and we also follow his directives. Don't let us forget that the origin of this sacrifice or the origin of this Qurbani that we are doing is as a result of what? Following Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's command. If you remember Prophet Ibrahim, when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ordered him to offer his son as sacrifice, as we mentioned in Surah Al-Safat, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, he said, Ya bunayya inni ara fil manami anni azbaruka fanzur madha tara. قال يا أبت افعل ما تؤمر. When Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ordered Abraham or Ibrahim to give his son a sacrifice, the moment he told his son didn't hesitate. He said that, oh my father, do what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has ordered you to do. And he went on further to say that, Satajiduni insha'Allahu minas sabirin. He said, when you do what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has commanded me, indeed you will find me among the patient ones. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala continued to narrate the story to us. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, فلما أسلما وتله للجبين وناديناه أن يا إبراهيم قد صدقت الرؤيا إنا كذلك نجزي المحسنين. When Prophet Abraham accepted Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's request to sacrifice his son, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said that indeed you, Abraham, you have accepted our wish. Because of that, we are going to actually reward you. And going forward, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said that because what we have subjected to you is a great, it's a great thing that we have actually subjected to you. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala was saying, Inna haza lahu al-bala'ul mubin. Because of that, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned the verses after, وَفَدَيْنَاهُ بِذِبٍ عَظِيمٍ وَتَرَكْنَا عَلَيْهِ فِي الْآخِرِينَ سَلَامٌ عَلَى إِبْرَاهِيمَ كَذَلِكَ نجزي المحسنين إنه من عبادنا المؤمنين. When Abraham accepted Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala request to sacrifice his son, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala actually mentioned that that's the reason why we, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, mentioned Abraham as being one of our what? Believing servants. This shows you the essence of Eid, the essence of what? Following Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's command. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make it easy for us to follow his command. My brothers and sisters in Islam, the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam once gave a khutbah during a time like this, during the time of Eid al-Adha. And the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, the first thing to be done on the day of Eid is to pray. After you pray, when you return to your houses, you should slaughter your sacrifices in the name of Allah. And whenever one does this, indeed that person has acted according to our sunnah. Let's remember that this sacrifice that we are doing, before we do, let's remember to purify our intentions, because the camels and the cattle that we are giving to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala are among the symbols of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. As Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala himself mentioned in Surah Al-Hajj, وَالْبُدُنَ جَعَلْنَاهَا لَكُم مِّن شَعَائِرِ اللَّهِ. And also, let's eat from them and also feed the needy with the camels, and also let's feed the beggars and the poor, and know that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does not require the meat from us, nor the blood. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does not require that from us. What Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala requires from us is the taqwa, that is the pity, the consciousness that we are going to get after we do that sacrifice. Because remember, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned in Surah Al-Hajj, he said, لَن يَنَالَ اللَّهَ لُحُومُهَا وَلَا دِمَاؤُهَا وَلَكِنْ يَنَالُهُ التَّقْوَى مِنْكُمْ. He said that after you do the sacrifice, neither the meats or the blood will reach Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But what will reach Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the pity or the God consciousness that you get after doing this sacrifice. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant us his taqwa. But brothers and sisters in Islam, on this special day of Eid, it is required for one to show his happiness. This is a joyous day. Because of that, we should visit friends. We should try and visit families. We should mend broken relationships. We should try our best to rekindle lost connections. My brothers and sisters in Islam, we should try our best to show utmost utmost respect to our neighbors. We should feed the poor. We should put the smiles on our family's faces. Put a smile on your wife's face. Put a smile on your child's face. Put a smile on your uncle or your brother's face. And don't forget that whatever that we are doing, whatever that we want to do with our families or our brothers or sisters, we should remember to do it only in things that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accepts, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala loves, and that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala trusts. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make it easy for us. Barakallahu li wa lakum fil Qur'an al-azim wa nafa'ani wa iyyakum bima fihi min al-ayati wa zikr al-hakim. Aqulu ma tasma'un wa astaghfirullah li wa lakum min kulli dhanbin fastaghfiruhu innahu huwal ghafurur rahim.